नमः सर्वेभ्यः कक्ष्यायां स्वागतं। प्रार्थनया प्रारम्भं कुर्मः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। हरि ओम तत्सत्। गतकक्ष्यायाम् अस्माभिः क्षणमेकं दीयतां क्षणमेकं क्षम्यतां किमपि आसीत् तत्र। अस्तु। सत्सप्तमी प्रयोगः दृष्टः अस्माभिः गतकक्ष्यायां। तत्र मुख्य अंशान् पुनः किञ्चित् यत् पठितमस्ति परन्तु पुनः एकवारं दृष्ट्वा अग्रे गमिष्यामः। In the earlier lessons, you learned the use of Shatru and Shanach affixes in detail. Now you will learn one more usage of these participles. When is Rami coming home? This question can either be answered with he is coming in the evening or afternoon with an absolute time reference basically, or like he is coming at 9 o'clock. In the first one, the part of the day is indicated, while in the latter, some time of his arrival is mentioned. There is a third way of answering such questions by indicating the time through another kriya with another action. Ravi is coming when his father returns from home. Okay. Here, one kriya suggests another. This sentence, when expressed in Sanskrit, will be in Pitari agachati sati. Upon the father returning, Putraha Ravihi Pratyagachati. The son Ravi also will return. Like in this lesson, you will be introduced to this usage of Saptami Vibhakti, which is known as Sat Saptami or Sati Saptami Prayoga, locative absolute. Read the following sentences. We read a couple and move on. Shikshake agachati sati chatraha uttitavantaha. Upon the teacher's arrival, the student stood up, so on and so forth. You can apply it in Strilinga also. For example, Shabaryam dhyayantyam satyam Ramah pratyakshaha jataha. Upon Shabari doing dhyana kriya, Rama appeared, something like that. Okay. So it can be in Bahuvachana also, Dvivachana also. So all three lingas and three vachanas are possible there. Now, this word sat, sati and all, they come from the asdhatus shatranta saptami. Okay, asdhatus shatranta is sat, the pratipadika shatranta of asdhatu. Asdhatu is asti, staha, santi, that kriyapada. Okay, so is sat, and that in saptami goes to sati in pullinga, and in strilinga goes to satyam in saptami. Okay, so that's sati and satsu in bahuvachana, and satyam satishu in bahuvachana. Dvivachana also we will presently see. So in all the above sentences, in all the sentences above, there is sati saptami prayoga, sat saptami prayoga. This usage is also called bhava lakshana saptami. So there are three names: sat saptami, sati saptami, and bhava lakshana saptami. To remember, English name is locative absolute. For whatever purpose that serves, we can remember that. To understand better, read the following sentences. So there are some specific examples. Here, if you see, they have dropped the asdhatu saptami rupa. Okay. Asdhatu shatranta saptami rupa, they have dropped. Vrikshe kampamane phalam patitam. Not required, that sati. Okay. But if you want to put, it will be pullinga ekavachana to go with vrikshe kampamane. So sati. Vrikshe kampamane sati phalam patitam. Upon the shaking of the tree, the fruit fell. So chatreshu agachatsu satsu, if you want to put it. Shikshakaha patham arabdavan. Upon the arrival of the students, the teacher started the lessons. Jalpantyam grihinyam satyam, shamitam, not sati. Jalpantyam grihinyam satyam patihi griham agatavan. So even as the lady of the house was chatting, the husband came home to disturb the chat. Okay, so that's the three classic examples they have given. I don't know what this joke is about that I have here. I don't myself recall. Conditioned upon Bidalasya mu sankhya kshayati sati. Something. Hmm. Okay. So let us continue what they are teaching us. In these sentences, there are two actions taking place. In the first, the action of shaking indicates when the other action, viz. Falling, takes place. Okay? Phala falling and the tree shaking. In the second, the action of coming is indicative of the action of beginning of the lesson. Students coming and the teacher beginning. In the third, the action of conversing indicates when the husband arrived. This relation between the two actions is known as Jnapya Jnapaka Bhavaha. Jnapya Jnapaka Bhavaha. Reminding and the person who reminds, that bhava. Okay. So the action of reminding is Jnapanam and the person who reminds is Jnapakaha. So Jnapya Jnapaka Bhavaha. In the sentence Vrikshe Kampamane Phalam Patitam, Kampanam is the Kriya, okay, found in Vriksha. Therefore, the word Vriksha takes Saptami Vibhakti. So not only the Kriya, even the Vriksha takes Saptami Vibhakti. Because the Shatranta is obviously the Visheshana to the Vriksha in any case. So they have to go together. They have to dance together. Kampamana is a word indicating a Kriya and it is an adjective of Vriksha. So it also takes the same Vibhakti and Vachana as the later Visheshyam Vrikshe. So in this usage, the word Sat is supplied. They have not supplied it here. In the exact sentence, they misapplying the Sat. But we know in this usage, the word Sat is supplied. Therefore, it is known as Sat Saptami or Sati Saptami. Sat Shabda takes the gender and number of the Visheshyam. Here they forgot to mention what this Sat Shabda is. They should have critically mentioned that. Maybe somewhere else it is there. But here it is. Sat is actually As Dhatoho Shatru Rupam. Sat iti bhavati. Pratipadikam Sat iti. So tasya saptami vibhaktau sati iti rupam. Sati satoho satsu iti pullinge. Tra नीलवर्णे लिखितमस्ति. सति सतोः सत्सु. स्त्रीलिङ्गे अथवा नपुंसके अपि तथैव. सप्तमी विभक्त्यां तु नपुंसकं पुल्लिङ्गवत् एव भवति. तर्हि नपुंसके अपि सति सतोः सत्सु इति. स्त्रीलिङ्गे तु सत्यां सत्योः सतीषु इति रूपम्. रामे वदति सति पुल्लिङ्ग एकवचन. रामलक्ष्मणयोः वदतोः सतोः. Okay, see satoho, vadatoho, satoho. So, okay, pullinga dvivachana. Of course, Saptami Vibhakti is not needed to be mentioned, so they have not mentioned. Rama Lakshmana Bharateshu Vadatsu Satsu. Bahuvachana. Three of them, right? So only one Rama, two Rama and Lakshmana, and three people is plural. Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata. Plural in the sense of greater than two plural. Bahuvachana. So sati satoho satsu. Vadati vadatoho vadatsu. Then Strilinga. Sutayam vadantyam satyam. Strilinga ekavachana. So here Suta is daughter. So upon the speech, when the speech is being rendered by the daughter, that sense. Okay. Sita Kausalyayoho vadantyoho satyoho. Upon Sita and Kausalya talking, like that. Mahilasu vadantishu satishu. So here a plural noun itself has been taken. Mahila, mahilaha. So mahilaha saptami bahuvachane mahilasu. So mahilayam, mahilayoho, mahilasu, something like that. So mahilasu vadantishu satishu. So they have not given the example in the textbook. I pulled in, I think I may have missed during scan. I don't know how. Okay, so Stri Bahuvachana example. When we translate these sentences into English, we find that Saptami Vibhakti actually conveys the sense of Prathama Vibhakti in English, maybe. Okay, so yeah, here Rame vadati sati. Udaharanam. Rame vadati sati. While Rama is speaking. When you put while, this is in Prathama in English. That's what it is. But to me, while is actually locative, temporal locative, right? So there is a Saptami Bhava even in English. What is I mean, there is no such, there is a case that they use, but I don't know how to identify the case in English here. But anyway, for me, while Rama is speaking has a Saptami Bhava because of while. This usage of the locative absolute can substitute the use of correlatives, yada tada. So one Bhagini in the last class had asked the question, can we use yada tada? See, that's what they are bringing reference to that. Yada Ramaha agacchati, tada Sita api agacchati. You can say Rame agacchati sati Sita agacchati. That's a Sati Saptami sentence. Whereas Yada Ramaha agacchati, tada Sita api agacchati. That's a longer, more convoluted using this correlative yada tada. Correlative means the correlation is there from one half to the other half, two phrases, yada phrase and tada phrase. In fact, you can say yada sentence and tada sentence, literally, because there are two dhatus there, right? Yada Ramaha agacchati, again gamlu dhatu. And then tada Sita api agacchati, again gamlu dhatu, but separate dhatu. One for Sita, one for Rama. For example, yada sakhi pravishanti asit, tada putri ruditavati. Okay. So, further question is, why Shatranta Shanajanta? Like the question. Shatranta Shanajanta conveys that continuous nature of, that means the live arrival of the Sakhi coinciding with the crying of the Putri. So there is some simultaneity of the two activities implied when we use Shatranta Shanajanta Sati Saptami. There are other Sati Saptamis. You can use Ktanta and all that. You will see that presently. This is only the first lesson of Sati Saptami. So you can use Ktanta Kridanta. Also take it to Saptami for Sati Saptami Bhava. So there is a completion nature more implied when we use Ktanta. And with Shatranta, there is a little bit of coincidental nature being implied. It's very weak difference, but it is there. Yada sakhi pravishanti asit, tada putri ruditavati. The same can be expressed in Satsaptami as sakyam pravishantyam satyam putri ruditavati. Because yada tada has that correlation of concurrent actions, if you see, at the time, that time, like that. Okay. Okay. So now some Abhyasa for us. Okay, before we enter Abhyasa, is any student not very clear? Is there any accent needed to assert this Sati Saptami Bhava? I have been very elaborate. Hopefully everyone has
Sir,
understood. But Shweta will have a question. Yes, Shweta, Varya.
sir, this Sat Shabda's Strilinga will be Sati with Dirgha Ti, correct?
Correct, correct.
Okay.
Sati, Satyau, I don't know how it goes. Sati, Satyau, Sati, something like that. I have to check the table a little bit. I've forgotten myself.
Yeah. This will go like
Gachantyah. So
Gauri.
Sati, Satyau, Satyah, something like that it will go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bagini.
Yeah. Got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Mrinalini and then
Yes,
Shailaja,
sir.
I
I
think after
have
that. Yeah.
one. I don't know. It may be a very trivial thing.
No.
Shoe and su, when to use like.
See, there is actually a Paninian prakriya involved when Sakara takes Shakara, Shatva. There are Paninian deep rules during Vyutpati of the Shabda. For now, just by familiarity with which words have Shakara, which words have Sakara, try to build up that knowledge. Let's not try to get Paninian insight into how that is. Okay. But there is a process called Shatva. It's not the Shtutva that we studied. It's a separate, there is a separate Paninian Prakriya. And under that, similar to how that Natva happens, there are other rules associated to how Shakara is taking place of Sakara. Okay, so those guide it. And again, I don't want to go into all the Prakriya aspect because I
Just
actually don't.
identifying. For example, sati, satyoho, satsu, and in Strilinga, satyam, satyoho, satishu.
Correct,
So
correct. But you know,
that's
one thing, if you ask your mouth to produce sati su, it struggles a bit. That's what I have noticed. Wherever the shakara has been drafted in, I noticed that actually makes for easier and what you call more optimal pronunciation.
okay.
Same reason why natva happens, the shatva happens. I mean, something to help the non-contortion of the mouth as we flow the word in our mouth. Okay?
Okay, okay,
That
thank you.
much. There is
Thank you.
some science behind it, but what that formula is, it's a deep word.
Okay.
Mahodaya,
Shailaja
can
Varya,
you see memory?
you have your hand
You
up.
mentioned something about Tanta and similarity with this.
See,
That I don't
we are
know,
studying.
Tanta.
Kshamyatam. We are studying Shatranta and Shanajanta in Sati Saptami Bhava in this current lesson, right? So the question could be why it should be Shatranta Shanajanta in Saptami Bhava? Can it not be some past complete nature Kridanta in Sati Saptami Bhava? Yes, Ktanta is also available. Few other are there. We will study in the upcoming lessons I mentioned. Okay. Now, one more question.
Tanta is not Sutta.
Huh?
Tanta is different from Ta this thing.
Kta only. Kta Kridanta only produces Ktanta Padam. Ktanta means that is the title for the Pada. That word with the Kta as the Anta. Like that. As the ending. Okay?
धन्यवाद.
Premavarye, what's your question?
Mahodaya, no question. The shortcut I remember for the Strilinga is all the Akaranta Strilinga pada will have su. For example, Sita, Prema, Rama, whatever it is, there are Sumangalis. So it has su. I remember it as Sumangali at the end.
So this being
Whereas
Ikaranta gets shu.
everything else will have only shu, Mahodaya.
Oh, very good, Bhagini. See, Bhagini
And
remembers.
this is for Ajanta. Halanta is just the ulta of it.
Okay. Ulta means?
Different take on it, sir.
Ulta means? Ulta of it means?
All the halanta shabdas, if it is Akaranta Strilinga getting su, all the halanta shabdas will get shu normally.
So because
very
the
rarely they will
halantas
get
don't have akaranta, so halantas by nature is shu, you are saying?
Occasionally, very rarely they will get this Saraswati sa.
To sakara. Okay. Good. Anyway, so Prema Bhagini has an insight which is useful for us to keep in mind. Again, she herself has mentioned, take it this as a generic guidance. Don't come down on me. I think she is right. Okay.
Sir,
Krishnan Varya has another take.
Yeah. Yes, sir. It is what she has said is okay. Where there's an akara or an akara, then it is satsu and will come. But it is not linked with the gender. It can have for Purusha Vachana also it is there. For example, if you see the Saptami portion of the Takaranta pulling Patat, Patati, Patatoho, and Patatsu.
Patatsu. So but that is a halanta shabda. So it meets her halanta requirement also. Okay. Yeah. So it's okay. I think Bhagini has given some generic clue. 80% cases fit what she explained, and we will use that. Okay?
Yes. Fits.
I think that's good. Thanks, Bhagini. Thanks, Varya. Okay. So now let us do this very simple exercise. The question is very simple. एतेषु वाक्येषु सत्सप्तमी प्रयोगयुक्तानां शब्दानाम् अधः रेखाङ्कनं कुरुत. So this is basically underline the portion that is in Sati Saptami Bhava. It's like very weak. So I am going to make it slightly tougher for you guys. Not only you have to underline, tell me the two or three words that are involved in Sati Saptami part. And then you have to further tell me what linga and vachana they belong in. Okay? And if the Sat Shabda is missing, you have to pronounce the Sat Shabda version correctly for that correct sentence. Okay. Now, Shailaja Varya had raised her hand. She lowered her hand because I increased the demand, I think. So let me call upon Ganesh Nayak to participate for the first question. Ganesh Nayak, Varya.
Ram.
Ram Ram.
Sir, I just joined actually. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's excuse you. Okay. So let's go with Ashwin. Ashwin's iPad. Whoever is holding Ashwin's iPad. Okay, maybe they don't.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Bagini. Yeah.
Khage dayamane vrishtihi arabdha. Khage dayamane. It's the Saptami.
Saptami. What is the linga?
Khage dayamane is Pullinga Rupa, sir.
Pullinga. What is the vachana?
Prathama Vibhakti.
Are, vachana?
Vachana, sorry. Ekavachana, sir.
Ekavachana. So what should be the Sat Shabdas Rupa there if it is put?
Khage dayamane sati vrishtihi arabdha.
Thank you, Bagini. Well done. Okay. Bagini was slow off the blocks, but she got the answer perfectly.
Strilinga kalu arabdha iti uchite.
No, vrishtihi is Strilinga, Varya. Good question. I am thankful for your doubt. See, the bird is Pullinga, Vrishti is Strilinga. So Arabdha takes Strilinga Rupa as a Visheshana of Vrishtihi in Ktanta Rupa. Okay. And Arabdha, Asit, something like that can be added as the active Kriyapada. But anyway, so Dayaman is the Shatranta Kriya Vachaka here, Dayaman. So Dayamanaha goes to Dayamane to go with Khagaha. So Dayamanaha Khagaha goes to Khage Dayamane Sati. Okay, that much is Pullinga. Then Vrishti is Strilinga. Vrishtihi Arabdha. Okay. No problem, no problem. Prema Varya.
Sir, here Arabdha is also Kta Pratyay. It's a Tant word.
It's also, no, it is Kta Pratyay. What is also there? It's the only Ktanta there.
Okay.
In the sentence. Yeah. Now, since you raised your hand, you get the number 2.
Balikasu khidyamanasu santoshavarta prapta. Balikasu khidyamanasu satsu should be there.
Beautiful.
It is Strilinga Bahuvachana. Balikaha is the Pratama.
100 marks. So, very good. Thanks, Bagini. So that was Prema, I think. So
Satishu.
Oh, Satishu. Thanks, Varya. Thanks for the correction. I also slipped. Satsu will be pulling a Bahuvachana. So Satishu. Bagini, both of us last 50 marks.
Mahodaya, Satishu is Strilinga and Satsu is Pullinga and Napumsakalinga.
Yes. See, the blue. Sati Satoho Satsu is Pullinga and Napumsaka. Satyam Satyoho Satishu is Strilinga. The pink. The classic blue for boys and pink for girls has been used there. That's the coloration also, if you notice, is also similar. Okay. Who up? Okay, I have to lower the hand of Prema Varya because it keeps coming up. Who else? I will only call. Kamakshi Murthy. Kavita Katre, Kamakshi Murthy. Kavita Katre, stand by. Okay. Kamakshi, go first.
शिशुषु भाषमाणेषु पितरः सन्तुष्टाः. शिशुषु भाषमाणेषु भाषमाणेषु सत्सु पितरः सन्तुष्टाः.
Well done. So Pullinga Bahuvachana. Shishushu Bhashamaneshu Satsu Pitaraha Santushtaha. Full marks. Mama, Dada. Who won't be happy? Kamakshi next and then Pavitra. Kamakshi, you go.
Yeah. Vishwase Spardhamane Lalitayaha Utsahaha Pravruddhaha. Vishwase Spardhamane Satsu Lalitayaha.
Why Satsu?
Vishwasaha Pullingaha.
Pullinga, no. What is the vachana of Vishwasaha?
Vishwasaha Ekavachana.
Ekavachana. So what should come?
Oh, Sati.
Sati, not Satsu.
Vishwase
Be careful, huh?
Yes.
विश्वासे स्पर्धमाने सति ललितायाः उत्साहः प्रवृद्धः.
So Saptami Ekavachana Pullinga. Well done. Now Pavitra Varye.
न्यायाधीशे क्षममाणे चोरः धावितवान्.
Little bit closer to the microphone you have to come, Bagini. Little some problem is there. Yeah. Pavitra? Oh, we completely lost her.
क्षम्यतां विश्वासे स्वर्धमाने तत् शब्दमपि स्त्रीलिङ्गं खलु ललितायाः इति तत्र.
Ayo punah tasta. You are getting the same confusion. You are confusing subject 1 with subject 2's linga. Subject 1 is the action subject. Subject 2 is the conditioned result action. You're again confusing. Vrishti is same Khaga Vrishti confusion you have with Vishwasa and Lalita.
अस्तु अस्तु महोदय अस्तु भवतु.
I will mute Asha. Pavitra, can you try again?
Mahodaya, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Nyayadishe Shamamane Choraha Davitavan.
Hmm.
So it is Pullinga Ekavachana.
Very good.
So Nyayadishe Shamamane Sati Choraha Davitavan.
Very good. Here we have to take Supreme Court Nyayadisha because they are in this action all the time. Okay. So thanks, Bagini. Meeta Varye.
Mother.
Should I say Meeta or Meeta, Bagini?
Meeta.
I think that sounds sweeter. Thanks for correcting me. English, you have to switch to Samskrita in your name. Go, number 6. Yeah.
Savitayam Gayantyam Satyam Anuja Nartanam Kritavati. So this is thrilling. Ekvachanam.
Very good. Okay. Savitayam Gayantam Satyam. She correctly mentioned Anuja Nartanam Kritavati. So as Savita sang, her sister danced. Okay. Nice sisters. Next, Badri Narayana Varya. Jai Badri Vishal Varya. Okay. I think he's in a winter break in Badri. So, Lalita Subramaniam, you go.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, Bale Patati Mata Bhita. So this is, sir, this will be 7.1. This is Pullinga, sir.
Pullinga,
So,
very good.
Sir, it will be Bale Patati Sati Mata Bhita.
Well done. Pale patati sati mata bhita. No, which mother won't be afraid. Now, thanks, Bagini. Now we'll invite Padma Nagesh. Padma Nagesh.
Mahodaya.
Last one for
Sadakeshu Japatsu Naradaha Agatavan. Sadakeshu Bahuvachanam. Sadakeshu Japatsu Satsu. Naradaha Agatavan.
Pullinga. You have to mention.
Pullinga.
No problem. You did it right, so it's correct. So Pullinga Bahuvachana. Sadakeshu Japatsu. Sadakaha Sadakeshu Japatsu Satsu. Okay. So.
Sir, always in ta pratyay, I'm looking for karmani prayog, but most places I find or it's
No. Gati yukta ktanta sir visheshanas also. Don't need to invoke any karmani bhava. Okay.
Bhita is also gati.
Bhita.
Mata.
Jata, Bhita, Jata, like that. Assume a Jata and make it gati. I don't know.
Okay.
Bhita, Sanjata, something like that. See, with Bagini, a lot of Adhyarana is required with these short sentences. Yes, Mahodaya.
It is for both Gatyarka and Akarmaka Dhatu.
Oh, Gatyartha and Akarmakas fit the bill for Ktanta Visheshanas, is it?
Yes.
Okay, that's an interesting one. Okay. I will check that because I knew about Gatyarthakas. I did not know about this Akarmakas belonging to the Visheshana class of Tanta usage. Okay. Anyway, finally, Tantas are Visheshanas, but in a pure Visheshana sense, not with Karmani Bhava is what we are talking about. Okay. Few more exercises for us. They are making sure we learn well. So, etesham satsattami roopam likata. It's a little bit easy actually. Gacchan chatraha gacchati chatre. So, we have to notice the linga vachana and decline it in saptami. Okay. So, let us reward the Varya who gave us some clue. Oh, who was it who gave us the clue about akarmakas?
That's
Narayanan Varya. Narayanan Varya, you get to answer 3 of these.
Rudan balakaha, rudati balake.
Well done. Rudati balake. Pullinga ekavachana.
Chalayanti chalika, chalayantyam chalikayam.
Chalayantyam chalikayam. Strilinga. And Saptami, of course, everything we are going.
Nrityan nartakaha, nrityati nartake.
See here, Nrityan is a na they have given to go with Parasavarnya, another sandhi. So actually it's Nrityat only. Nrityat nartakaha, Nrityati nartake. So don't get confused by these sandhi influenced, see, Rudan, all those. Actually, no, Nrityan is the natural Prathama. Sorry. Yeah. Thanks, Varya. Krishnan Varya. Krishnan Varya. You want to try?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can try a few. Yeah.
Patat parnam. So napunsaka ekavachanam. So it will be patati parne.
Patati parne. Very good. Because it's same as pullinga. Patati parne. Napumsaka shatra. Okay. Next.
Udgachat shiram. Again, napunsakalingam ekavachanam.
Very good.
So it will be udgachati shire.
Udgachati shire. That means upon the rising of the milk. That is milk rises as well. Boiling of the boiling over of the milk. Yeah. Yeah. Next one.
Bhashamanaha nirvahakaha. So this is pullinga bahuvachanam.
And also it's shanach.
Shanach, yes. Bhashamana, shanach also. So it will be bhashamaneshu nirvahakeshu.
Very good. And goes with satsu. Okay. Pullinga. Yeah. Okay. Well done. Thanks. It is shanach. That is actually, I don't know why I put na. It is my mouth mistake. I shouldn't take na here because this Shankara Sha doesn't induce natva. So it is shanach only. This is my error. Ignore that for now. Thanks, Varya.
Thank you, sir.
Let me call upon Balachandra Rao Varya. Would you like to participate, sir? Balachandra Rao? Okay, no problem. Let me go all the way down in the list and call Smita BP.
Mahodaya.
Swagatam. You get the last 4 of this section.
Oh.
See, I call it reward, so you try hard. Yeah.
Lepayantyah tarunyah. Lepayantyam.
See, lepayantyah is what vachana?
Tarunyasu. Tarunishu.
So, lepayantishu, tarunishu.
Lepayantishu, tarunishu.
Okay.
Sorry,
Mahodaya. Gacchantishu. Okay. Lepayantishu. Okay. And taruni, tarunishu. It's also ikaranta. So, okay. Okay. Taruni, tarunyau, tarunyaha. So, young lady, 2 young ladies, many young ladies. Okay. So, lepayantishu, tarunishu. Stri shatranta, saptami, bahuvachana. Next one.
Ganayantah apanikaha. Ganayan. This is also bahuvachana.
Correct.
Ganayantishu. Apanikeshu.
Ganayantishu apanikeshu. Well done. Oh, Ganayatsu. Why I put Ganayatsu? Satsu. Correct. Ganayatsu. is the form, not Ganayantishu.
Ganayatsu.
Pullinga. So Ganayatsu. Okay, Ganayantishu would be Strilinga, Bahuvachana. Okay.
Ganayatsu.
Apanikaha is Pullinga. Okay. Ganayatsu Apanikeshu. Our earlier answer had Strilinga for one part, Pullinga for other part, tearing apart the form. Okay. So, two more for you. Yes.
Hastantyah sutaha.
Hmm.
This is also Bahuvachana.
But linga also you tell.
Linga is Hastantyah Strilinga.
Strilinga, very good.
Strilinga Bahuvachana. This is Shanat Shabda.
It is why Shanach? Why you think it is Shanach? There is no mana ana form. There is
Satyantah is
Hasantyaha. See,
Hasantyah is Bahuvachana of Strilinga.
Strilinga, but it's not Shanach. It is Shatru only. Hasanti Shabda. Okay.
Shatru.
Hasanti, Hasantyau, Hasantyaha. Shatru only.
Shatru. Shatrantah Shabda. Shatrantah Bahuvachana. So it is Hasantishu. Suteshu.
No, Suteshu, no. Sita goes to what? Sutasu. Well done. Sitayam, Sitayoho, Sitasu. Same way, Sutayaha, Sutayoho, Sutasu. Okay? Hasantishu, Sutasu. Hasantishu comes Gachantishu, Hasantishu. That's all. So you can see actually, this is not an easy exercise because we get ikarantas and then all this problem. And then we have to decline multiple shabdas in Saptami. So it takes a little bit of good knowledge of declensions to get this right. Of course, identifying the linga is another skill we have to develop. So we get two examples of for linga identification. Suta, sutaha. This is also plural. Hasanti, hasantyaha. This is also plural. So little bit of mugging up of the Shatranta Pullinga forms.
Little confusion is there.
It's good. That's why we're inviting students to feel the heat, okay, and get the reward. Okay. One more. Number 10.
Pachakaha. Jigratsu pachakeshu.
Pachakaha pachakeshu. No problem. Okay. Jigran goes to Jigrantaha. Jigrati jigratoho jigratsu. Okay. Jigratsu pachakeshu. Okay. Bahuvachanam Pullinga. 7.1 is mistake here. I have to edit. I have several errors in the book, in the slide. 7.3 I should write. Okay. Shatru is correct. Thanks.
What is lepayantyaha?
Lepanam means to paste or paint. Where is it? I forgot.
Lepayantyaha tarunyaha.
Oh, okay. Lepayantyaha tarunyaha. So the young ladies who are pasting something, maybe rangoli or something. Yeah.
Sir, what is sutaha?
Suta means daughter.
Okay, if sir we think sutaha, putra, then it could be plural bahuvachan also, pullinga.
But then hasantyaha it won't be.
Okay.
That's why I said we have to look at both to get the clue. Okay. So hasantyaha doesn't come from pullinga, it comes from hasanti shabda. So clearly it is suta in ekavachana.
Okay, sir, got it.
Yeah, correct. Just looking at sutaha, you can't conclude. Sutaha, sutau, sutaha. Suta, sute, sutaha. So both are sutaha. Same with bala also. Bala, bale, balaha. Balaha, balau, balaha. Again, same problem.
Okay, so hasantya, from that we can find it out. It is
that we have to find out. Correct.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So avarane dattanam shabdanam satsaptami rupam likhata. So again we have to say similar exercise here, similar to above, except here they have given the full sentence to help us a little bit. Okay, but it doesn't really help because the Saptami part has no relationship to what happens next. If you notice, the Saptami part is its own grammar. After that, what follows is its own grammar. Well, the linga, everything can vary. Our Ponnu Varya was confusing many times with the two. So you should know these are two pieces of sentences almost. First phrase, clause ending with the Shatranta, Arshana, Janta closes out, and then second phrase starts, which is conditioned upon the first one, of course. They are related, but there is no other correlate. This can be in Bahuvachana, that can be in Ekavachana, this can be in Pullinga, that can be in Strilinga. Any combination is possible. Okay. But overall, there should be some semantic sense to it. Right? That's all. Like it should not be Kakataliya Nyaya. But that, as describing the Kakataliya Nyaya, we can use Sati Saptami. Okay. So, Kake Dayati Sati Parnaha Patitaha, something like that. Parnam Patitam, Napumsaka. Parnam Patitam, like that. Okay. So, we invite a few more guys to get rewards today. In my class, this is the reward, guys. Okay. Ganesh Nayak Varya, you have warmed up enough. Bharat Rudra Varya next. Ganesh Nayak Varya, you go. You get 3. Hey, what happened, Ganesh?
Sorry. Ramah gachan Dasharatah apatat.
Apatat.
Rame gacchati Dasharatah apatat.
Rame gacchati sati Dasharatah apatat. Very good. Next one.
Damayanti agachanti nalaha rupam parivartitavan. Damayantyam agachantyam nalaha rupam parivartitavan.
And Sat Shabda?
Satyam.
Satyam. Well done. Damayantyam agachantyam. Again, I have a nakara missing in my answer. Agachantyam satyam. Okay. Nalaha rupam parivartitavan. I have several errors in this sheet. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm also gullible like you guys. One more, Ganesh.
Lakshmanaha anudhavan mrugaha adhavat. Lakshmane anudhavati mrugaha adhavat.
Adhavat. Sati. Correct. Lakshmane anudhavati sati mrugaha adhavat. Thanks, Ganesh Varya. Now Bharatvarya and then Kanchana.
What is the meaning, Mahodaya? Lakshmane
I am ignoring the meaning because you guys are expert to tell the meaning. But upon Rama going, Dasharatha fell. We know that story. Upon Damayanti coming, Nala changed his rupa. Okay, this is Nala Damayanti Kavya. If you see, you will know that. Okay, and then Lakshmane Anudhavati Sati Mrugaha Adhavat. Upon Lakshmana running, following, Anudhavana means to run and follow. Upon Lakshmana following by a run, the deer ran. Okay.
This form of Sat, is it writing that is optional? I mean.
Yes, that's what they have been teaching us. No, it is optional earlier also. Yeah. But at this level, it will be nice to have it. Okay. It establishes that Sati Saptami very, very explicitly in wording. Yeah. Bharatvarya?
Yes, sir. 4th number. Draupadyam ahavantyam Shri Krishna Akshay Vastram Anugrihitavan.
Correct. Draupadyam ahvayantyam Satyam Shri Krishna Akshay Vastram Anugrihitavan. Upon Draupadi's prayer, Sri Krishna gave her Akshaya Vastra. So Anugraha, he graced her with the Akshaya Vastra. This is that Vastrapaharana, derobing of Draupadi by the cruel Duryodhana and Dushasana. That scene. Okay. Draupadyam ahvayantyam satyam. Next one.
Indre yachmane Satishu.
Satishu, no, Sati.
No. Sate. The Indre Yachmane Satishu.
No, so why Satishu? Why plural? Sati. Ekavachana.
Yes, it is single.
Karnaha Santushtaha. So upon Indra begging, Karna became happy. I don't know the story here. I've forgotten what Puranic link is there between Indra and Karna.
I think, sir,
Mahodaya, he is asking for
went to ask Karna.
Kavachakundala.
But isn't that mother who asks for it? I don't. I forgot.
No,
His mother asked for a promise that he will
Mahodaya.
not kill other sons other than Arjuna. He will not kill anybody.
Oh,
No,
because
no,
Arjuna is Indra's son. Indra is asking Karna. Okay.
Yes.
But Karna became happy. Yeah. Okay.
He was also, I think he was given something in return.
No, because he was happy that he was able to help the Surapati. When Surapati shows himself as Surapati, when he comes as a Brahmin, poor Brahmin begging, then later Karna finds out that he is not a Brahmin, poor Brahmin, but Devendra. But he says he is happy in giving his Kavashakuntala because he is able to help a Surapati. I am a Nara, you are a Surapati, you come and ask me something, I am able to give you. So I am happy. That's what he said.
Okay. I have to get
He
to this
gives
original
one,
Vyasa.
He gives one Shastra in return, I think. Indra.
Yeah.
Yes,
his father Surya wants that Indra will come and ask. In spite of that, Karna is very willing to go.
Okay. Despite father
And added to
warning.
that, he offers, I will give you 1,000 elephants, 1,000 horses like that. But Indra is not accepting. At last, he is made to beg. That is the context.
Okay. All right. So we learn Indre Yachamane. Again, I have put Nakara here. Sati Karanaha Santushtaha. Couple of more, two more remaining, Bharatvarya.
Sixth, sir. Sarveshu Panakam Pibatsu Satsu Shranti Nirgata.
Shranti Nirgata. See, Mahodaya, perfectly. Don't plural, Panakam will remain in karma position even in Saptami Bhava of this Shatrantas. Okay, so correctly, sir. So you should not decline that into any Saptami. So Sarveshu Panakam Pibatsu Satsu Shranti Nirgata. Upon everyone drinking the cool drink, Panaka, the tiredness, Shranti is tiredness. She went away. The lady tiredness left. Okay.
Gopikasu.
One more.
Yes, sir. Gopikasu Samarantishu Satishu.
Well done.
Krishna Agataha
Eva. Upon Gopikas remembering, Krishna came only. Okay. Gopikasu Smarantishu. So, Udaharananugunam, thanks Bharatvarya. Udaharananugunam Vakyani Parivartayata. According to, as per the example, change the sentence. So, let us see the Udaharana. Yada tada version is there. Yada Vidushakaha Vinodakanikam Vadan Asit Tada Sarve Hasitavantaha. When the Joker was telling a joke, Vinodakanika is a joke. Okay, so when the Joker was telling a joke, at that time everybody laughed. Okay, so Vidushake Vinodakanikam Vadati Sati, that remains in karma. Vinodakanikam Vadati Sati Sarve Hasitavantaha. That part is copycat after Tada. Okay, so it's very good example to keep in reference. So we'll call upon some new students to solve this for us. Vijaya Lakshmi Varye.
यदा वाहनम् आगच्छत् आसीत् तदा बालाः धावितवन्तः.
Yada goes away.
Okay. Bale davitavantah.
No. This is the post action. So the Saptami Bhava will have to go for this Vahana Gamana part.
Okay. Vahane agacchati.
Balaha davitavantah. Enough. You don't even need
यदा
sati if you want. So
ओके
vahane agacchati balaha davitavantah.
बालः धावितवन्तः
Okay. See, that's very quick and short. See, in the example they have not put sati satsu, so we can also avoid for now. Now we know what to put, so it's okay to not try. So vahane agacchati, obviously sati.
सति
Actually, I have put pullinga here. It is incorrect. Napumsaka. Okay, vahanam ekavachana. It's staring at us. It is napumsaka. So this is saptami ekavachana napumsaka linga. So many errors in the sheet of mine. Okay, thanks Bagini. Well done. So Vandana Gorodia, Varya?
Yes, sir.
Gujarati Bagini. Yeah,
हाँ.
go Bagini.
यदा माता पुत्रं स्मरन्ति आसीत् तदा पुत्रः आगतवान्. So मातरि पुत्रं स्मरन्त्यां
Wow. Correct.
सत्यां पुत्रः आगतवान्.
Putraha agatavan. Perfect answer. Matari putram smarantyam satyam. Putraha agatavan. Upon the mother, upon remembering the son himself came.
Shankaracharya.
Oh, yeah. Very good. Very good. Yes. Somebody remembered the context for this, actually. Very nice. In the Puranas and Kathas. Shankaracharya. Yes. Very good. So let's call upon Srinivasan R.K.
यदा अर्चकः पूजयन् आसीत् तदा पुष्पप्रसादः प्राप्तः. अर्चके पूजयति
Very good.
अर्चके पूजयति सति पुष्पप्रसादः प्राप्तः.
Well done. Archake pujayati sati optional. Pushpa prasadaha praptaha. This one is pulling no doubt. Okay. Thanks, Varya. There is a Shailaja itself without that mobile phone, some other iPad name. iPhone mobile, no. Another Shailaja. Just Shailaja.
It is me only.
Are? How many times you have joined?
I have changed that.
Oh,
no, I
you
have changed
only
that.
Earlier I saw iPhone for you. So
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
anyway, you get it, Bagini. You get it. Number 4.
Number 5, no?
Number 4.
Number 4. यदा रवीन्द्रः कथयन् आसीत् तदा अहं मम बाल्यं स्मृतवती. रवीन्द्रे कथयति सति अहं मम बाल्यं स्मृतवती.
Perfect. Ravindre kathayati sati pullinga ekavachana. Aham mama balyam smrutavati. When Ravindra was telling something, I remembered, some lady is telling, I remembered my youth. Okay. We'll call some mid-range names that I have been ignoring. Dwarka Natvarya, NRD Natvarya. Namaste. One Bagini is unmuted still. I think Vijayalakshmi has to mute.
यदा भक्तां स्मरन्तः आसन् तदा विष्णु आगतः. भक्तेषु
स्मरत्सु
आसन्
goes away.
Vishnu आगतः.
See, asan is not required. See here, asan, everywhere we have dropped asit, asan. So this becomes not required, because if you want, you can substitute with satsu, but it's not required. Okay. So bhakteshu smaratsu. Very easy. Okay. Vishnu agataha. Okay. Let us hope he will come for us also like that. Bahuvachana. Now Muralidhara. Krishna himself is in Muralidhara form today. Muralidhara Varya. I think I have called him several times. He has not tried to participate. Please grace us, Muralidhara Varya.
Sir, shall I tell?
Yes, Lalita Bhagini, you go.
Yes, sir. Sir, यदा भगिन्यः हसन्त्यः आसन् tada pita agatavan. Okay. Sir, bhaginishu, because this is 7th, sir. This is
Correct.
7.3. So, bhaginishu, hasantishu. Sir, we want to put, we can put that satishu here. Bhaginishu, hasantishu, satishu, ta agatavan.
Correct. Bhaginishu, hasantishu, satishu. Okay. Shakara everywhere. Pita agatavan. Thanks, Bhagini.
Yes, thank you.
So it means when the sisters were laughing, the father came, and I hope they didn't stop laughing. Okay. Asha's iPhone.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
See, I have called Ashwin's iPad. I have to call Asha's iPhone. Okay. 7th. Yeah.
यदा शिक्षिका पाठयन्ती आसीत् तदा परिवीक्षकः परिशीलितवान्. शिक्षिका एकवचन स्त्रीलिंग. So शिक्षिकायां
well done.
पठन्त्यां.
No, पाठ.
शिक्षिकायां पाठयन्त्यां सत्यां परिवीक्षकः परिशीलितवान्.
So this is that inspectors who come to inspect whether teaching is happening, right? So when this lady teacher was teaching, the inspector did the inspection, whatever he does. Okay. So shikshikayam patayantyam satyam. Well done, Bhagini. You wanted to say something, Bhagini?
शिक्षकः is a
Vikshaka. Parivikshaka is an observer. Parivikshaka is an overall observer, means inspector type of guy.
And Pariksha will also be observed?
No, Parikshakaha and Parivikshakaha is slightly different. Parikshakaha is the guy who asks the questions. Parivikshakaha is an observer.
Okay. Yes.
Something like that. Subtle difference. He may end up becoming Parikshakaha next for the students.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Bhagini. So now, Mrinalini Varye. I have not called you many times.
Yes.
Bhagini.
यदा सः गृहनिर्माणं कुर्वन् आसीत् तदा इष्टिकाः पतिताः.
Sad situation. Okay. Ishtika means ittige or bricks.
सः so सप्तमी तस्मिन्.
Beautiful.
तस्मिन् गृहनिर्माणं कुर्वती इष्टिकाः पतिताः.
Kurvati sati ishtikaha patitaha. Well done. So when he was making the house or building the house, the bricks fell. Okay, that's what is the sentence. Okay, so Bhagini very correctly went saha to tasmin. So this sarvanama knowledge is critically important. So that one example with sarvanama here. So thanks everyone. That was very good exercise. If you see, I am spending a lot of our time in this abhyasa. That is the whole point actually of the class. Just reading the book itself you can do also. So making mistakes, doing the abhyasa, then knowing what we did, correcting ourselves, that's the good step. So let's take a water break now, 11:59. So 12:04 we gather back. 12:04 we gather back and continue our studies. Please take a water break. Welcome back. So we were in the first lesson of Sati Saptami using Shatranta Shanajanta, how to do. I think we have had good practice with that. So now we will go to the next segment, which is Pada Sangraha. So again we are learning a few dhatus. Today's dhatus: Mruju, Ya, Rudir, Rudhir. Okay, see, Rudhir, Rudhir. Okay. And then Lap, Alapanam. Okay. Mruju, Marjanam. Ya, Yanam. Rudhir, Rodanam. Rudhir. Okay. Rodhanam. Okay. Then Lap, Lapanam. Okay, this is the what I mentioned, that Anam version is called the Lyudanta. It's not being taught, but it is very important, because to name what the meaning of dhatu is, actually we have to use the Lyudanta. So Mruju, Marjane, Saptami also we can use, or Marjanam is the Lyudanta version as the meaning. Okay, the act of cleaning, Marjanam. Okay, so we will take the help of some students to read for us. Kavita Kamath Varye. Kavita Kamath.
Yes, sir.
Bhagini, you get 2 dhatus to read for us.
So just a second, sir.
Please.
So, mrij, mriju, to cleanse, to wipe off, to sweep. Marshtihi.
No visarga. Marshti.
Marshti. Mrijyate. Marjishyate. Markshyati. Marjitavyam. Marshtavyam. Marjaniyam. Mrishtaha. Mrishtha. Mrishtham. Mrishtavan. Mrishtavati. Mrijanam. Mrijan. Mrijati. Marjan. Marjati. Marjitva. Mrishtva. Parimrajya. Marjitum. Marshtum.
Well done. See, it's a tough one. You can notice that the forms are not easy, first of all, to pronounce, and also they are a little bit not normal. For example, see, Marshti. Latlakara ekavachana. Marshti. Okay. So, Mrijyate. This is Karmani. So, Karmani example I have here. Vasarante karmakarya griham mrijyate. Like that. So, this is a Karana Karaka for Karta. Karmakari. So, Karmakari griham marshti goes to Karmakarya griham mrijyate. So, very completely different form almost. A tough dhatu, obviously. So, all right. And also it has got twin forms, you see here. Mrujan, Marjan. Mrujati, Marjati. Again, Marjitva, Mrishtva. So that Marj as well as Marsht, both forms are there. Okay, in some places only one of them. Parimrujya. No Parimrishtya. So Marjitum, Marshtum. Again, Tumunanta also has 2 forms. So pretty complex dhatu. Some dhatus are like this. But finally, the Lyudanta is the most useful. Why Lyudanta is useful? If you cannot use the dhatu in its original form, the Kru dhatu comes to help. Okay. So you can use Lyudanta. So Marjanam. So for example, Karmakari Grihasya Marjanam Kritavati. Something like that. Or Karoti. Something like that you can use. So, but you have to put Karta in Shashti. Actually, karma pada in shashti. So, karmakari grihasya marjanam. Griham mrujyate. Grihasya marjanam kriyate. Like that you have to go. Okay. So, you can use that way in Ludanta, both in Karmani and Kartari forms. Continue, Bhagini.
So, ya, to go. Yati, yayate, yasyati, yatavyam, yaniyam, yatah, yata, yatam, yatavan, yatavati, yan, yati, yanti, yatva, prayaya, yatum.
Well done. Okay. So, yati goes. Gacchati yati. Okay. So, pretty close to gacchati sense only. Okay. but it's used by kavis a lot. Normally, we end up using gachati because anyway we mug it up like anything. So this and okay, the picture.
So what will be the Ludanta form for this?
Yanam.
Yanam.
Gamanam is the for gam dhatu. This is yanam. But don't take it that yanam means which is vehicle. That is from a different kridanta. Okay. The act prayanam yanam. Prayanam natva happens with the pra upasarga. But that one is the word for travel itself. Whereas yanam is the act of going. Prayanam is also the act of going with a purpose. That's all. Okay. Yeah. See, prayanam has that same ludanta with the pra upasarga. You can say almost, I think. Yeah. So,
thank you.
Well read, Bhagini. Thanks for reading for us, Kavita Vari.
Thank you, sir.
Now, whom do I call? Asha Vari only I will call. Asha Vari.
Is it me, sir?
Oh, there are 2-3 Ashas. Sorry.
Two.
You have participated today?
No.
Oh, you go. You get it. Gopal. Asha Gopal.
Yeah.
Asha go. Asha go.
Rudir, to weep. Rodati. Roditi. Rudhyate.
Don't do Mahaprana. Don't do Mahaprana. Just soft.
Rudhyate. Rodishyati. Roditavyam. Rodaniyam. Ruditah. Rudita. Ruditam. Ruditavan. Ruditavati. Rudan. Rudati.
Well done.
Ruditva. Prasudya. Prarudya. And Roditum.
Okay. So Shishuhu Roditi. Shishuna Rudyate. Shishuhu Shvaha Rodishyati. Guaranteed. Then Shishuna Roditavyam. Matra Agantavyam. Astu. Shishuna Rodaniyam. Anir.
Rudanam is the
Rodanam is the ludanta. Well done.
Rodanam.
Shishuna Rodanam Karaniyam. So Ruditaha. So Shishuna Ruditaha. Then Balaya Rudita. Like that. Okay. Then Mitrena Ruditam by the friend. Okay. Then Ruditavan is a Ktavatu. So we know the application. I'm just using. It's a easier dhatu, so I'm doing it here. With a Marshti dhatu, I will forget what to say in the first part. It's very tough. But here it's easier. This Rudir dhatu. Okay. Bhagini, continue. Yeah.
Rudhir, to stop or to obstruct. Runadhi.
Virodha comes from this dhatu. Okay. Obstruction, opposition, virodha. Okay. Vishishta rodhanam, virodhanam.
Runadhi. Rudhyate. Rodsyati. Rodhavyam. Rodhaniyam. Ruddha. Ruddham. Ruddhavan. Ruddhavati. Rundanam. Rundhati. Rudhva. Nirudhya. Rodhum.
So we have to just notice just that dhakara is causing its own pronunciation variation by which we have to distinguish. Okay. Rodhum.
So this will be Rodhanam or Rudhanam?
Rodhanam, I think. Correct.
Rodhanam.
I think Rodhanam. I have to check the Ludant. I have to check the Mahodaya's Karmani Pustaka. I mean, sorry, the Kridanta Shabdarupavali Pustaka of Janardhan Hegde Varya to be guaranteed, or we can check in Ashtadhyayi. In Ashtadhyayi, if you put Runadhi, you will get to the tables. Then you can go to
Sir, in Shiksha book itself, they have given Rodhanam.
Okay, it is there, huh?
Yeah, okay. On 212th page.
11th chapter, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, good. How come they have given the Lyudanta Rupa there and not here?
Sir, here all the dhatus they have given Lyudanta.
Yeah. They should have taught us in the Padasangraha section also. It is important because it is the only survival technique for us when we don't know the declensions. Okay. All right. Bhagini, you finish.
Yeah. The last one is lap. To speak. Lapati, lapyate, lapishyati, lapitavyam, lapaniyam, lapitah, lapita, lapitam, lapitavan, lapitavati, lapan, lapanti, lapitva, vilapya, lapitum.
Vilapya, if you remember, Vilapaha. That one is a little bit, the Rudi Bala of Vilapa is actually crying talk. Okay. So the Rudi Bala of Lap, though they have given a simple meaning to speak, usually we use it in the special sense of chit chat and things like that. Okay. So usually it is applied to a little bit more of banter rather than serious speech. Okay. But doesn't mean it has that limitation everywhere. But this is the Rudi Bala.
Vartalapam, conversation.
Conversation is pretty significant. Vartalapaha, I think. Okay.
Mahodaya, I have a small doubt. In the Rudir Dhatu, we are saying is Rudan, Rudati, Lapan, Lapanti. Where Inti will come, where Ti will come, Mahodaya?
There is something we had seen about that. I also now don't recall. Okay.
Okay.
So there is a prakriya involved in that. Okay. But if you end up making lapati or something, it's not colossal at this stage. It is a little bit involved. You're right.
Thank you, Mahodaya.
Shatranta Strilinga, that Nakara placement, non-placement has a little involvement. Let's see if I can dig up the science behind that in a simple way, not in the Paninian way, if something is available for us. Okay.
If it ends with Hrasva Akara, then
something like that was there, Hrasva Akara. But we have to take the Bahuvachana Rupa and decide, na? We have to take the Lat Bahuvachana Rupa and decide. Something like that was taught, if I remember.
Yeah, that was for Strilinga.
Strilinga only. Lapanti is Strilinga Shatranta only. Okay. So I think anyway, we will go back and check the teaching in this book only, what is there, to see if that clues us in correctly. Okay, we have to go back to first few lessons where Strilinga of Shatranta was taught. There's something they have given. Okay.
I will go through, Mahodaya.
Okay, so I have tried some examples. So this way you guys also yourself have to try. Reading my examples is not going to really help any. Writing your own weird sentences. Weird means imagine some context and write those sentences. I mean, it doesn't have to be Rama, Ravana, Lakshmana. It can be something more significant. Okay. All right. So that was Padasangraha. Thanks
Before we
for...
go there, sir, I've got one question, sir. Can you give us the meanings of those Lebanta words like parimujya, prayaya? That would be helpful, sir.
See, the Upasarga Yukta meanings tend to be Gahana in different places. But Pari here is in the sense of around, everywhere, like that. Okay. Parimrujya means having cleaned properly or all the surrounding, that sense.
Okay.
Okay. What else you wanted to know?
Prayaya. Next one, sir.
Prayaya. Yeah. Here. Okay, prayaya. So yatva means having gone, right? Okay.
Yes.
Ravanaha Sitayaha kutiram yatva tam nitavan. Something like that, right? So then prayaya. So with upasarga is like a vectorization of the gamana. Okay.
Okay.
So it is like point, not like generic going to a particular point or a destination intended is when you use pra upasarga. Okay, to vectorize a dhatu.
Ashokavanam prayaya. Ashokavanam prayaya.
Something like that. Ashokavanam prayaya. Yeah. Or Sitayaha vriksha samipe prayaya. Something like that. Okay.
Is it for again? Again?
No. That is be punaha.
Oh, dhanyawad.
See, prati upasarga gives that sense what you want. Pratyaya. Pratyaya means having returned to that place. Pratyagachati sense. Okay? Not pra, but prati is a different upasarga. There is a book called Upasarga Rupa Chandrika something where they try to explain. The tough part about Upasarga is like the Upasargas don't give the same color variation to all the dhatus. With some dhatus, they have some particular sense with, so it's a little bit deep Upasargas. Okay? The 22 Upasargas that are there, they are deep.
Sir, praya means alternative also.
Paryaya. Paryaya
Okay.
means anuvartana. Paryaya means like, for example, Guru Shishya, Guru Shishya, Guru Shishya. That is called Paryaya.
Okay, sir. Paryaya.
That is different. Yeah.
Oh.
Alternative, no.
Yes,
Alternative word. Paryaya padam. Okay, what you are taking, Paryaya padam in the sense of similar meaning word like that. Yeah.
Yes,
That sense.
Paryaya.
But that is different. Paryaya is different from Prayaya.
Prayaya. Sir, got it now.
Okay, so let us do the Prahelika now. Looking very interesting. There is some yajna going on the left and there is some go puja going on the right. Let us see what this Prahelika is about. Yajamanena kaha swarga hetuhu samyak vidhiyate vihayadyantayor varnau gotvam kutra sthitam vada. The meaning is straightforward. Yajamanena, by the leader of the yajna, by the conductor of the yajna. Conductor of the yajna is called Yajamana. For example, the king maybe, or maybe some person who is getting the yaga done. He is called Yajamana. Okay. So Yajamanena kaha swarga hetuhu samyak vidiyate. By the Yajamana, what which is the cause of Swargagati, which is the reason for attaining Swarga, properly is conducted. Vidhanam means to conduct something. Vidhiyate means is conducted. So, obviously, Yajnam is the word, very answer. Yajamana itself has that Yajna. So, Yajamanena kaha Swargahetuhu samyak vidhiyate. So, Yajnaha, something like that. Okay, I think. Okay, anyway. Vihaya adyanta yor varnau. So, adi anta yoho varna. So, beginning letter and end letter giving up. Vihaya means to remove. So, removing the first and last letters. Gotvam kutra sthitam vada. Where is Gotva standing? Please tell. Gotva means the cowness. Or attributes of the cow, Gotva. So attributes of the cow, where it is found or standing, please tell. He vada, tvam vada. Okay, Madhyama Purusha Ekavachana. Lot. So little bit cryptic for us. Yajamanena kaha swarga hetuhu samyak vidhiyate vihaya adyantayor varnau adyantayoho varnau gotvam kutra sthitam vada. What is it a man performs to obtain heaven? Yajna, yaga, whatever, havana, I don't know what all words are applicable there. Then leaving the first and the last letters off, you get the answer to the question, where are the attributes of a cow found? Okay, find the answer. I at least don't remember now. By now I forgot. Yajamanaha yagasya karta hetuhu karanam bijaha vidhiyate niyamanam kriyate. Conducting. Vihaya tyaktva. Okay. Adyantayoho adihi antah cha tayoho. Okay. beginning and end, and of those two. Gotvam, goho dharmaha, lakshanam, goho lakshanam, gotvam. Kaha saha vidihi, okay. Swargasya hetuhu, yaha yajamanena samyak vidiyate is the prashna of the first one. Adivarnam, antimavarnam cha tyaktva, shishta padabhage, gotvam katham, kasmin padarte, suchitam bhavati. Any guess? If you take yajna, then both beginning and end cut, nothing remains. So gotva is definitely
Yagavidihi,
yaga
Mahodaya.
vidihi.
Yajnavidihi, Yagavidihi.
Yajna vidihi, yaga vidihi. So we take ya and dihi, you remove. Gavi. Okay. Gau shabdas saptami is gavi, in the cow. So gotvam gavi stitam this drishyate. Gotva is seen in a cow. It's a little bit dumb answer in the end, but Bhaginis yaga vidhi is the important. So vidhi is the clue. Also we have to add yaga with vidhi and then cut the first and last letter. Okay, so that's what. So vidhiyate is the clue also there. You see, a clever Sanskrit person, the term vidhiyate indicates vidhi, yaga vidhi. Okay, so sacrificial rites. Leaving the first and the last letters, we get gavi, which means in the cow. The attributes of a cow can be found in the cow only. Kutra is saptami clue, so gavi. Now, after knowing the answer, we can see more of the clues, but that is always our nature. Yajamanena kaha swarga hetuhu samyak vidhiyate vihaya adyantayor gotvam kutra stitam vada he saki. Something like that usually. So, आदिवर्णम अंतिमवर्णम च त्यक्त्वा शिष्टपदभागे गोत्वं कथं सूचितं भवति या गवि धिः या धिः त्यक्त्वा गवि इति भवति अस्तु तो अग्रिम सुभाषितं पठामः समाप्तिः एतेन घोषणं कर्तुं शक्यते प्रथम सुभाषितं चतुर्थभागे वृत्तिवर्णनम् अग्रे अस्ति ओके the explanation is there ahead like that something I have written okay bhoge roga bhayam kule চ্युति bhayam vitte nrupalad bhayam mane dainya bhayam bale ripu bhayam रूपे jaraya bhayam shastre vadi bhayam gune khala bhayam काये कृतांताद भयम सर्वं वस्तु भयान्वितं भुवि नृणां वैराग्यमेव अभयम what a kavitva here this is a very deep vrutta you can see it's a long vrutta so maybe vritta varnanam rather than vritti varnanam it should be correct vritta varnanam I have to edit that so many errors in this slide. Okay, several years later, I see my own faulty ways. Shardula Vikriditam. Okay, this Shardula means lion. So this is the game of this Vritta is called game of a lion Vritta. So Shardula Vikriditam. So it has this Gana Vyavastha, Masa Jasa Tata Ga like that. So this ma will be a cluster of Guru, Lagu, set of three like that. So that's how it goes. So obviously you can see here, Magana is Guru, Guru, Guru. 111 means Guru, Guru, Guru. Okay. And Sagana means here, Sagana means Lagu, Lagu, Guru. Like that it goes. Okay. Different Ganas Vyavastha is given here. Okay, somebody long time back was asking something about Vritta, you explain like that. So this is the technique, one of the techniques of Vritta. This is a Akshara Chandas. We call it Akshara Chandas, where there has to be a fixed number of letters. And then further there is a rule of Guru Lagu Matra in them. Okay, so but because the number of Aksharas are fixated first, this is called Akshara Chanda. Okay, and Matra Chanda is rarer, but you find it in some places where there is freedom in having number of letters, but the Guru Lagu count should be matching correctly. Okay, so that's Laukika Kavyeshu Vede Akshara Chandaha. I mean, it's a little incorrect. Akshara Chanda also has Matra Chanda overlapped in Laukika Kavya also. So it's a little inaccurate. I have to edit that. You ignore that part. Okay. So this is the Gana Vyavastha. This is the binary coding defined by, who was the person? Our Kavya Shastra's initial person who coded all this, his name I'm forgetting. So he coded the binary codes for this Gana Vyavastha. Okay. So long back. Pingala. Thanks, Varya. Pingalacharya. So Pingalacharya's work is all this. Okay. So Shardula Vikriditam has this Gana Vyavastha, and Pingala describes this, all this. And there is a Kavya Ukti for even remembering this. Okay. Yamatara Jabhana Galas Bana Salaga, something like that. Yabhata. So that phrase itself is having the code of the binary required for understanding what is ya, what is ma, etc. Anyway, it's a brilliance of our Sanskrit Pandits. But finally, Shardula Vikriditam has this arrangement. Guru, 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 Lagu, Lagu, Guru, Lagu, Guru, Lagu. So the Kavis read like this. Na 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 na. Na 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 na, like that they remember. Okay, they don't remember as Lagu Guru. They remember it like a tonal phrase, like not well rendered by me, but that's how they remember. And the Kavis remembering that tonal phrase, they code the letters so that it fits into the bill perfectly. So Bhoge Roga Bhayam Kule চ্যুতি Bhayam Vitte Nripalad Bhayam. Same way rest will go. Taka, 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 they follow. See, wherever there is red, it is Guru. Wherever there is black, it is Lagu. The Guru Lagu Vyavastha, another teaching, it's required. When there is a compound letter, then the previous letter gets Gurutva, regardless of its Swarakshara. First rule is Swaraksharas Dirgha Hrasvatva defines the Gurutva Lagutva. Second is if there is a compound Vyanjana, that forces a Gurutva on the previous letter, even though it is having a Hrasva Swara. For example, this Vakara has a Hrasva Swara, but Stu is having Sakara extra. So it loads the Vakara with a Gurutva. Brilliantly they have analyzed the mouth pronunciation, time needs, etc. and done. Now today we can sing this perfectly because they have analyzed all these Pingalacharyas and all the Purvacharyas and coded these chandas for us beautifully. Okay. Okay. That's nice. So Shiksha Pustake Nasti Kevala Jnayaya. Don't worry about all this. What is this? This is how I used XLS to kind of illustrate the Lagu Gurutva and how we break it down and understand. Okay. Of course, I am very little I am telling you. And also one more rule here. If you see Masajasa Tataga, there is a gap in between. See, Masajasa Tataga. So there is a phrase break. Okay. So actually they will say Tauga, something like that in the Lakshana Vakya. I wish I had put the Lakshana Vakya. Here it is. Sorry. Suryashvair Masajastata Suguravaha Shardula Vikriditam. So Suryashvaihi Masajastata Saguravaha. See, ma sa ja sa ta ta saguravaha means with guru ga. We have to take this as ga. So there is a technique. This so ma sa ja sa ta ta ga. But this whole thing will have a meaning. Suryashvair masajas tata. There will be some Sanskrit meaning for that. Surya means of course sun. Ashwa means horse. So some meaning will be there. We will not wear. Okay. But if you break here, see masajas tata. So here there is actually group variation described in some way which I can't appreciate. But anyway, so that's the Lakshana Kavya for Shardula Vikridita. Lakshana Vakya, not Kavya. Lakshana Vakya for Shardula Vikridita. And you know the beauty, guys. You will start clapping when you say this phrase is in Shardula Vikridita. Can you believe it? This phrase is in Shardula Vikridita. If you do the Lagu Guru analysis of this phrase, 1, 2, 3, 4, all this phrase, Lagu Guru analysis, it will fit the same coloration of Shardula Vikridita. Can you just even explain the Panditya required for getting there? I don't know. It's a little beyond me also. It's a unbelievable skill in language. Okay. Coming back to our simple Subhashitam, which is beautiful in its own way, forgetting Shardula Vikridita Kriya. So, Bhoge Roga Bhayam. When one does lot of Bhoga Kriya, like this picture. So, when somebody eats beyond his capability, Roga Bhayam, there is a fear of losing wellness, that is becoming a patient. Bhoge Roga Bhayam. Kule Chyuti Bhayam. When we belong to a good clan, then the fear is of becoming a bad sheep in the clan. That's my picture here. Becoming the black sheep in the white sheep gang. Okay. Kule Chyuti Bhayam. Okay. Don't read too much into black, white, all that. That's how the whole world uses those colors. So let's not read too much into them. Kule Chyuti Bhayam. All right. Vitte Nripalad Bhayam. Mama. When having money, that is in money, there is fear of the ruler. Nripalaha. Means there is fear of the taxes. This is the third picture. So, Vitte Nripalad Bhayam. Mane Dainya Bhayam. When we want to maintain our what you call mana, means some kind of a respectful status, etc. Okay, so when I want to be known as a respected, citizen of the society, that is mana. I'm maintaining a mana, a measurable status in the society. Okay, what is the fear there? Dainya Bhayam. I will become fearful of needing to ask for help. Dainya Bhayam. Right? This is very true for all of us human beings. We are very, very afraid. Ayo, what he will think. I have to ask for help. 1,000 rupees I have to beg, borrow. What to do like this. Okay, Dainya Bhayam. Very, very true. Bale Ripu Bhayam. When you are strong, there is fear of the enemy. So that means when your bala here means sainya. Okay, when you are having some kind of you are ruling by some maintaining a certain force, then the fear of enemies is there. This is there for all kings, right? Bale, all nations today. Bale Ripu Bhayam. Then Rupe Jaraya Bhayam. In our bodily form, I mean the beauty of our body, the fear is the old age itself. Jarayaha Bhayam. So it's a Visargalopa. Jarayaha Bhayam. So Rupe Jarayaha Bhayam. Then Shastre Vadi Bhayam. When one is knowledgeable in some science or some art or some dharmic grantha, whatever, Shastre Vadi Bhayam. The fear is of Vadi. Who is a Vadi? Prativadi. One who is arguing with you. Another Shastriya Vadi, Prativadi, becomes your fear. You are afraid of getting defeated. Okay. Gune Khala Bhayam. Okay. In having good qualities. Okay. Khala is how do they translate it? Virtue has the fear of rumors spread by wicked men. Kalaha is described as the wicked man. Okay. So when somebody is having good qualities, always there will be some irsya of another person. Okay. And he will become a khala to spread rumors about you so that you are brought down. Little bit in the other direction of mane dhainya. In mane dhainya, when your guna is your mana, then rather than dainya, some other fellow bringing you down. Khalabhayam is the reason. So it's a little relationship between guna and mana there. Okay. But the fear is here it is one's own coming down. Here is another person bringing you down. It's a little different. Gune Khalabhayam. Very good. Kaye Kritantad Bhayam. Okay. So This one is a fear of death, which is lurks in all of us. Kaya is basically in the body of this world. Okay, so kritantat bhayam. Okay, that means krita antat. I mean, basically the definitive ending of that life in this body. So from that we fear. Okay, beautiful. Sarvam vastu bhayanvitam bhuvi. In this world, bhuvi, sarvam vastu, all the products, all the things are bhayanvita, are encased in fear, enveloped in fear, immersed in fear. Nrinam, of the men, of the people we have to take, of the people. Vairagyam eva abhayam. So the abhaya, the fearless grace of a person, of people is vairagya, not having attachment. Because if you don't have attachment, you don't have all these problems. Okay, you take food what is needed. You don't fear having chuti in a kula because you don't so much revel in I belong to this clan and all that. These kind of things. Okay, and you won't have money so that somebody can tax you, or actually you're not afraid of the taxes, you're able to give them, so on and so forth. Okay, so nrinam vairagyameva abhayam. Beautiful. Bhoge roga bhayam, kule च्युति bhayam, vitte nripalad bhayam, माने दैन्य भयम, बले रिपु भयम, रूपे जराया भयम, जरायाः भयम. That's it. Okay. शास्त्रे वादि भयम, गुणे खल भयम, काये कृतांताद भयम. You can see the second half phrase goes a little different. Repeat, and then different. Repeat, different. If you Shardula Vikreditam, you'll see a little bit of repeat, and then different, this part. Okay. Not really repeat. Even there is variation, but yeah, there is some samya, you can say. Sarvam vastu bhayanvitam bhuvi, nrinam vairagyameva bhayam. There will be better singing possible with not the lame way I sang, but there is a kama here. Okay, here there is a kama here. Kama, 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 kama after bhuvi. So you can see it is each pada itself has a sub phrase, and there are four padas. Pretty giant Shardula Vikridita. One actually I have counted here, right? It is 19 letters in each pada. 19 letters, and so you can multiply that by 4. You'll get 56 letters. Pretty big. So Padavibhagaha, pretty straightforward. Boge roga bhayam anuswara sandhi. Kule च्युति bhayam, another anuswara sandhi. Vitte nripalad bhayam. Nripalat bhayam. What has happened? Nripalad jashtva has happened. Takara has gone to dakara due to jashtva sandhi. Okay. So nripalat bhayam. Mane dainya bhayam, another anuswara sandhi. Bale ripu bhayam, another anuswara sandhi. Rupe jarayah visargalopah. Jarayah bhayam. Okay. Shastre vadi bhayam, another anuswara sandhi. Gune khala bhayam, another anuswara sandhi. Kaye kritantat bhayam. See, kritantat bhayam, another jashtva. Similar to nripalad bhayam, kritantat bhayam, jashtva. Okay, then sarvam, another anuswara sandhi. Vastu, this itself is the napumsaka form. Vastu, vastuni, the declension. Okay. Bhayanvitam, this is the napumsaka visheshana. So another anuswara sandhi. Bhuvi, no change.
Bhaya plus anvitam, savarna dirgha.
Bhaya plus anvitam, savarna dirgha. But it is a samasta. That's why they have not broken up. Okay. Bhayena anvitam, bhayanvitam. Okay. Bhayena. If you want to break, you have to do the vibhakti placement of the bhaya.
So,
let me just finish it off. Okay, let's just finish off. Bhuvi, Saptami, Nrinam, another anuswara sandhi, of the people, of the men. Vairagyam. Okay, here there is simple samyoga. Vairagyam eva, no sandhi. It's called simple samyukta, or what we call as samhita is the technical title. Samhita eva asti sandhihi nasti. Okay, so vairagyam eva abhayam. Here there is a savarna dirgha. Eva abhayam, eva abhayam. Yes, now you ask the question, Bhagini.
Sir, there is always confusion in mind regarding whether it is a samhita or a samastapada or a sandhi.
No. It's very easy. You see, you tell me, Bhagini. Bhaya is it itself a complete tinganta? Sorry, Krida, is it a complete subanta? Bhaya is just a pratipadika, right?
Yes, sir.
When you see it is a after breaking the sandhi, if you notice it is a pratipadika, not a pratyaya yukta, then likely it is a samastapada.
Okay.
Okay. There are, of course, some aluk samastas, aluk samasa is called, where actually with vibhakti they sit. But we are not going that far now. Okay. So it's okay. So bhayena anvitam or anvitam, I have to check anvitam only. Bhayena anvitam yat bhayanvitam tat.
Yes, sir. And we have to write in the exams this anuswara sandhi also.
You can. Since we have been proficient, it is actually I am surprised they have not at least once highlighted and similar. What you can do is you can write for the first one, and similarly many that follow anuswara sandhi is applicable like that. Wherever anuswara is replaced with makara, like you can write it, but it will become very tiring for a shloka like this. Almost every phrase there is one anuswara sandhi. Maybe first you write and then just say
Because
anusa.
Pravesa book, they wrote that is a anuswara niyama. Aisa kar. It's not given as a sandhi. So
it is taught under sandhi for us, right?
Okay.
We studied it under sandhis.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Whether you want to call it sandhi or niyama, that's fine. Yeah.
So this kritanta is death.
Kritantat, death.
So this, like the word pratipadik will be kritanta, is it?
Krita anta kritanta.
Okay.
Kritam antam kritantam.
Okay.
I mean, kritam means almost like written end. That end that has been written down.
Okay.
None of us are amaras. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Never heard this word like.
Yeah. In here it is having this deep meaning, kritantatva. See, it's very clear. See, constant fear of death. Here luckily Anvayartha is given. You see, very clear. Kritantat bhayam, the fear of death. Directly they have translated it to death here. Oh, this is actually in the shloka order only. Very nice. Because they have readjusted the English phrases to go with the Sanskrit order. It's interesting.
Mahodaya, can I ask a question? In this order only we should write in the exam, or can we do the Anvayartha first and then write the Tatparya?
Yeah. You can do the Anvayartha and you don't have to do it in this order as long as you are following some Sanskrit sense. Actually, in Sanskrit, all orders are correct, Bhagini. We know that, number one. But what we do is we do karta, karma, kriya, that little bit sorting we do. And then we put Shashti Vibhaktis the correct before the words they belong. Then we put Visheshanas before Visheshyas. These kind of things we do, no? That is Anvaya Kriya. Okay?
Dhanyavad.
That's more or less, see in this one, there is, so for example, if you want to say, Bhoge Roga Bhayam, finished the sentence. But how do you now do the expansion? Manavasya Bhoge Roga Bhayam Bhavati. If you want to break it off into a sentence, then the whole thing to say is Manavasya Bhoge Roga Bhayam Bhavati. At Bhoga Bhayam Sanjayate. Something you have to use, some dhatu you have to use and complete it. But it's not needed in our language, whether it's in Kannada, Marathi, Gujarati or Samskritam. We say the same way. Bhogadalli roga bhaya. Finish. We don't say ide, all those things in Kannada. Same way, bhog mein rog bhai, we don't need to say hai, pai, all those things. Okay, or we don't need to say manushyuka. Again, you don't have to start with manushyuka, bhog mein rog bhai hai. When we say bhog, say rog bhai, it's like a very more powerful way of summarizing the content than adding all the unwanted frills around it. Okay, we can do it with adhyaharana in the mind itself. So you can, if you wanted to make a very, very expansive Anvaya, Nrinam, you can take Nrinam everywhere. Nrinam bhoge roga bhayam bhavati, Nrinam kule tyuti bhayam bhavati, evam, Nrinam kevalam vairagye, kevalam nasti, eva iti avsar. Nrinam vairagyam eva abhayam bhavati asti, something like that. Okay. They have not gone that much. They have just taken the words as present and try to put in the English in the sense there. Okay. They have not done the Adhyaharana too far. But because Rinam is there, I can take it as the common Rinam for everywhere. Okay, Sandhi, they have explained only. Like I think Bhagini asked, no, can we skip the Anuswara explanation? That's fine. In Padavibhaga, you show the Anuswara reversal to Makara, but you don't go in the Sandhi listing it. Once you list it if you want, and you can just put many others like this. Leave it. Okay. Tatparya.
Yes.
Bhagini, what is your question before we go?
Yes, so this Nrunam is generally Rukar is Dirgha Rukar, correct?
No, Pitrunam, you are taking some Pitru Shabda and taking. This Nrna, it has its own, okay, I don't know, Bhagini, I can hardly read the print. Is it Nrnam or Nrnam? Actually, it is Nrnam. Let me see the Shardula Vikridita and determine. That helps to correct us. Nrnam. See,
here it's
see, because it has to be Lagu in position, Nr won't fit. Okay. So the Shardula Vikridita is telling actually if there is a doubt, it sometimes helps us to correct the swara. So here it is Hrasva swara very clearly. Nrnam. Because it has to be Lagu. Only way it can be Lagu is if
so
it
this
is not.
like goes differently than Pitru.
Yeah, it has.
Okay, yeah, thank you, sir.
You're right. The question Pitru Shabda goes Pitrunam. Dirgha is there. Very correct.
Most of the Shashti Bahuvachan is Dirgha, like Nadishu, it goes like that.
Here it is Nrnam. Interesting. Good. See, Bhagini is deep. She studied not only Dirgha, even other swaras seem to take Dirgatva there and such things. Very good. That clues into how the declensions work. Okay. In enjoying
Mahodaya,
worldly...
in na narau naraha, both forms are there, Mahodaya. Nrinam, nrunam, both forms are there.
Both forms are allowed, huh?
No,
interesting.
Nrinoho, and then Nrinam, Nrunam, both are allowed.
Okay. So there is a additional form which is not available of Pitru Shabda. It is available here. Okay, interesting. Thanks, Bhagini. In enjoying worldly pleasures, there is the fear of disease. A reputed family has the fear of disrepute. Abundance of wealth causes the fear of the king and government. For today, self-respect has the fear of having to beg. Power has the fear of enemies. Beauty has the fear of old age. Learning has the fear of opponent. See, here they have translated as if learning itself has the fear. But actually the sentence, if you see in vitte nripaladbayam, that means nrinam vitte nripaladbayam is how we have to finally take it. So for people, learning has the fear of an opponent, like that. Some for people.
Might be it is for learned.
Learned. The learned has the fear of an opponent, correct. Or for generic, learning has the fear of opposition. Instead of opponent, you have to at least put opposition, so it goes with the same bhava of learning. Okay. All right. Virtue has the fear of rumors spread by wicked men. This one has been explained well. That's short Gune Kalabayam has been explained very well by them. Okay. And our body is in constant fear of death. Actually, there is another word for this constant fear of death. There is a Shastriya word for it. I will try to remember. That word is very nice. Thus is
Sir, Abhinivesha.
Abhinivesha. Thanks, Maria. See, he's a Bhagavad Gita expert. Abhinivesha is the fear of death that sits in us always, continuously, unrepentingly present. Thus is everything in this world. There is some fear or other for men. Okay, Nrinam they have taken. Only when one renounces everything, there is no fear. Nice. So you guys read the Anvaya. I mean, it's pretty much similar to what has been explained in Tatparya, but nicely split up here. But go with your own. Don't worry about, just get the sense. After you have read all this and you go back and read the Sanskritam only, everything comes back. That's what I have found. Bhoge roga. Anybody wants to sing this nicely for us? Some Bhaginis have nice knowledge of this Shardula Vikriditam. Okay, nobody is volunteering today. Bhoge roga bhayam kule च्युति bhayam vitte nrupalad bhayam mane dhainya bhayam bale ripu bhayam rupe jaraya bhayam शास्त्रे वादि भयम गुणे खल भयम काये कृतांताद भयम सर्वं वस्तु भयान्वितं भुवि नृणां वैराग्यमेवा भयम. Tough to remember, but it's, I think, easy to remember the meaning rather than the actual shloka wordings. So the question will be there. This type of maybe it's a match. It's nice one for matching LHS to RHS. That column, left column to right column matching. This can come nicely. Which bhaya goes where? Okay, with that we will call it. Oh my God! Sorry guys, I really dragged it. Okay, all right. Happy Saturday. Next tomorrow, that is tomorrow Sunday, we will continue with the 18th Subhashitam, or the second Subhashitam of this lesson. So have a nice day. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.
धन्यवादः.
नमस्सर्वेभ्यः.
धन्यवादः महोदय.
Dhanyawada, sir.
धन्यवाद.